Mazba Outdoors here, riding the Piccadilly Pineapple Trail South Cloverleaf, the yellow one in this picture. I've done the other three last year and earlier this year, and finishing up the Cloverleafs. This is my full trail here. Came down 119 to 10 to Greenville, went counterclockwise, and then went back Route 2 to 202. Total trip was 284 miles here. My trip actually was 310, and it was just 10 hours. So long day, but a lot of fun. I've taken the Triumph 900 Tiger Rally Pro. I went counterclockwise from Greenville. The northern half of this was actually really easy. Beautiful scenery, but really easy. Once I got to the western point and started hitting the bottom of this southern section of this loop, it started to get pretty technical. You can see this rocky hill climb was one of the first things that I kind of tackled that started to get challenging, and then most of the southern section was a lot of rocky hill climbs like this. A lot of fun, really cool section. Again, that northern half is probably the easiest section of all four of the loops that I did, and the southern section is probably the hardest part. So it's a really good loop with a good mix. A lot of fun. Definitely technical and a little challenging. Triumph is not a small bike, but it handled it really well. Just had to kind of go for it and get up some of these hills. As you can see, this is pretty rocky, but just powered right through. Great day, great ride. Also, too, as I mentioned, it was a 10-hour day, 310 total miles, and I just continue to be amazed at how comfortable this bike is. The seat, I don't know, maybe it's just me, it's my height, weight, whatever, fits me perfectly. The angle on my knees, my arms, my back, the seat is nice and wide. Really enjoy riding this bike for these long days. And again, for the weight, it is incredibly nimble and agile, getting up over all these rocks, and you can see it's pretty bumpy and rocky throughout this ride. So, fun day, fun ride. Hope you enjoy the video. As I mentioned, I went counterclockwise from Greenville, so I felt like I was going up all these hills. Obviously, but the other way, you'd be going down the hills. I don't know what's harder or easier. I think going up them is a little more fun, definitely more challenging. Going down them is usually easier, but it feels more stressful. I don't know, it feels like you can fall easier. I like powering up them, so I would recommend going counterclockwise from Greenville and being able to attack some of these rocky hills. So just stopping here to assess the line and decide, do I really want to go do this? Probably shouldn't have stopped, as you said, I slipped out there, but again, just give a little bit more gas, staying planted, don't let it spin, and it powered right up. So this section here is a go around. Water wasn't that deep, but the fact that there was water, and when I came up to it, I hit the brakes, and the whole bike just slid sideways. It was really slick mud, the stuff that will still hang around in this dry season. So went on the go around. Also wanted to try the bike in some of these tighter trails and see how it did. Had to go slow and walk through some of these tight turns, but I did pretty well. It was fun to try it out. There was a couple loop go around. And first time I've really done some of this real tight, single track. It's just to go around, but I wanted to try it on the big time. So this one section here had these puddles, again, not very deep, but because it's wet so often, that was really slick mud, and I had to be kind of careful going through that. But again, just going slow, picking the lines, and we were able to get through. A little nerve-wracking in some of that mud. Hope you enjoyed the video of the Piccadilly Pineapple Trail South Cloverleaf. Again, very excited to finish all 4 of the Cloverleafs now. Great trail system. Love how the Cloverleaf version allows you to have a base camp in the Greenville area, a couple of different campgrounds there, hotels, and do the loops. I did it each in a day, but you could easily string this together with camping and do a couple days. I did get gas at the Mobile at the Rotary and did stop at this food truck and got a gyro. It was delicious. I would highly recommend it. If you liked the video, I would appreciate a like. Take care.